'Cause them logwoods, them dogwoods, miles and miles of pine. The little red flows cold, makes a warm morning fall. Don't panic, bring your Bulldog to the backwoods classic. There's no joke, these oak trees make you feel real small. Blow your mind, the smell of the pine. And I'm calling all my dogs. Show up, show out, show off at the backwoods classic. It's the Arkansas Backwoods Classic. It's the sunrise at 4:45 over 100-acre pine bar hole, and its booger jaws will shine. A bulldogging is a habit, a gem on the little red. The Arkansas Backwoods Classic.
All right. Here we go. It's Thursday night. It's 8 o'clock on time, on schedule. This one's going to be fun. This one's going to be real fun. My brother, Samuel, as always. Bro.
What up, man?
Ready? You ready?
What up, man? What up, dog?
Ready? Listo? We got the guy from the Let Loose podcast on with us tonight. I'm going to bring him on one at a time. We're going to start with my man, Dennis. What's happening, Dennis?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
You guys, if anybody watches this or been watching us, you remember Dennis. We've had Dennis on before. We talked American Bulldogs with Dennis. We had a good time. We'll have a good time again. Then we got Ernest.
What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? No.
Great Hall Kennels, Valhalla Pet Transport.
All day.
Yeah.
All day. What's good, man?
What's happening? And Gabriel.
What's going on?
Let me get that graphic from in front of you.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday, guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Let me 1 second. Where's that thing at? Overlay. Come on. There it is. There we go. There we go. Look at y'all. Yeah. So I want to say good evening to you guys, man. I'm glad you decided to do this with us. It's going to be a good time. I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves. I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves, though, to everybody. In whatever order you like. Let's get your name.
Right, I'll go first, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm Dennis. I'm the CEO, owner of Vergara Bulls. I'm in Hesperia, California. So shout out to every Cali people out here.
Cali. Well, my name is Ernest Bowen. I am the the founder, creator of Great Hall Kennels and Great Hall Kennels African Bulldogs. I'm located in Florida. You can find me everywhere, though. So it don't matter where you need me, I'll be there.
That's right. Gabriel Anthony Mendez. Anybody's wondering, that's the whole GAM. Gabriel Anthony Mendez, GAM American Bulldogs. We're out here in Los Angeles. And this is me, my dog. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having us. We appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to it, bro. The Bulldog space is one that needed to be filled, needed voices, and you know what I'm saying. I'm glad you guys are doing it. I'm glad to be able to have you all on, all of that.
No, we appreciate you, Cole.
So I never knew who you were, Gabriel, until after. But I had, like I said, we had Dennis on, and Dennis mentioned that you've been a part of his Bulldog journey from the beginning. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, just the quick story is, I had American Bulldogs since I was like 12, 13. I've always liked them. But in my adult life, I wanted to get into them, right? So it was like hit or miss, get some dogs here. So I, started searching Instagram. I started looking up people, right? A lot of people like, I've probably followed, we've talked to for years, never met, right? But me and Dennis, we connected. I talked to a couple people. Me and Dennis connected, and man, I told somebody the story today. Not only do we have the dogs in common, right, and the breeds and the style and the type, but our careers are the same, on the same path. We do the same exact thing for competitors. So we see eye to eye on a lot of things, and he kind of helped me out and showed me some stuff and put me on some game, and I took what I needed and I asked questions, and here we are, and now we've done that. We've collaborated in the programs with, I know on that podcast, I think you talked about Baby Diesel and some breedings and some inbreedings. I got Daisy from Dennis, and she's been my foundation female, and she's been bringing us here. And man, now here we are with with the dogs and the programs and the shows, and now we're doing the podcast. So yeah, we've been linked up since the beginning. And that was what, like in 2019, 2020. So now we're like on 6 years now, and we're in deep. My kids know this guy, and they're like, "Who's that? Dennis? Wait, take a picture of that. Let me see. You're gonna send that in the group chat, right? You're gonna send it over there." But yeah, it's my guy right there, man. And Linnell, he introduced me to Linnell. I've never met Ernest, never in real life. One day we're gonna hang out, but we're on the podcast. We do the podcast together. We do the social media. We talk all the time, every day. But yeah, I've never met the guy, but the three of us, we put the podcast together, and it's been it's been good times ever since.
Definitely, yes, sir.
I love it. I love it. So, who did you met Dennis first? Linnell, Ernest?
Me?
How far y'all go back? Yeah, I'm trying to see how. Yeah,
man, Dennis and I go back. Man, I don't know. I don't really have the years to put on it. Like, but since I've been in the AV game, Dennis and I, we've talked here and there over a mix of times, and then I did a transport for Dennis, multiple actually. And when I met Diesel, then I was just in my lab. That's what I call the van. I was off thinking about everything, what I wanted to do. I hit up Dennis, was like, "Hey, you mind if I use Diesel for breeding?" I was like, "I got two in mind." And I said, "One I think you'll be with, but I don't know about the other one though." And he said, "Man, how you know you taught me?"
Right,
So
right.
I told him what it was and what I wanted to do and the whole purpose of why. And what he said after that, just it was ain't no looking back after that. So I would say roughly anywhere, because I've been in the oldies, ABs for over 20 years. So I know Dennis at least 15, but our relationship has been 6 years deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have your hand in a couple different breeds, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. The American Bulldog, the Old English Bulldog, South African Boer. I'm looking into get a Yesterberg line, and also looking into getting a Doggy Bordeaux.
He's into the Chihuahuas too.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's crazy. You left that one out, man. I was hoping he didn't leave it out, but obviously,
man,
that's why we're here. You see how it works?
I need something I can put in my hoodie.
And then Dennis, like, he did it for the layup, right? You're like,
right. It was
there you go. Yeah,
it was a lot.
Chihuahua.
Okay, so check it out. Check it out. I told y'all I'm a little slow, right? So I'm at work today. Or yesterday, I forget, but I've been had this on mind for a couple of days, right? Everybody that has bulldogs talks about Spike from Tom and Jerry, right?
Yeah.
That's everybody's, like, because anybody our age, a little older, a little younger, whatever, Spike is your first, like, oh man, it's cool, whatever, right? But I've had some people with Chihuahuas, whatever, that I wonder if, like, other dogs affect their breeds like that dog affected us.
That's true. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah.
Like, is there anybody that tries to make Taco Bell Chihuahua? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's ask the chat. Hey, chat.
Yeah.
You got Chihuahuas. You got mice because of Tom and Jerry.
Right.
Why you got your
right.
cat? And Homeward
Right.
Bound did it for me. I was a little kid when
Okay.
Homeward Bound in, and Chance, that American Bulldog was, that's what did it for me, and I kind of just went forward. So I guess it does affect you.
Yeah.
I don't
Mine is
remember
Little
Spike,
Rascals.
bro.
Huh?
I don't remember Spike.
Come on now, bro.
I
I'm not
don't.
gonna say that. I'm not.
101 Dalmatians.
Almost ruined the Dalmatians. Yeah, see, 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it's crazy how that could have an effect, right? Like everybody wants one,
Yeah, had to have it. Yeah,
good and bad.
yeah. Let's see. But it
What up,
wasn't
Trey Yard?
Chance was the other kind, wasn't he?
He was still American.
Nah, he was still American Bulldog, but he was maybe more on the hybrid, type. Because the bloodlines, I think he was from, they did do a little bit of like both, and that was probably in the earlier days. So,
Yeah.
but that's the inspiration.
You American Bulldog guys, well, y'all be killing me with your types.
Oh, here we go.
It's too much.
Whoa.
Hey,
Too much.
As soon as
Man, whoa. Wait, hold up. You say too much.
There's just
Too
two
much.
types, right? There's just two types.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah.
What are they, bro?
3.
What are they, bro? Let's hear it. Come on. Run it.
You talking to me or your
You asking
brother?
me?
My brother, yeah.
Oh, Johnson and
See?
what's the other one?
There's the Johnson, the Allen.
One of them is snap off right now. One of them is. I see.
Johnson and Johnson.
That's the baby oil.
Yeah. And
That's
the
the
Puff
baby
Daddy.
oil.
The Puff
No,
Daddy.
did he?
Yes.
Yeah. But like, man, while we on types, man, let's talk about the oldie. What is the oldie type?
Okay. Well, the Old English Bulldog, that's the name of the breed. But if you're talking types, there's definitely two different types. There's things that are AB heavy, we call it AB type, and then EB type. And it's okay. It's no shade. We don't, you know what I mean? But that's not the
All right.
breed. That's a type. So when I think type is the thing that you see and it makes it immediately recognizable. So for someone to say that's a Johnson type or that's a Scott type, I don't see the harm in it.
So yeah,
I see
you
what
don't see
you're
a
saying.
harm. Yeah, there's no harm in it, but you still
Yeah.
you can tell the difference between what's what.
Yeah. See,
Some people will freak out. Some people will freak out. Like,
and
there's
and
some people
Cole-
right now
yeah.
freaking out.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and see when you say, oh, a lot of people now, if you say, oh, the Johnson type, they'd be like, no, it's the
No, it's the
classic
Bulldog
American Bulldog,
Oh, yeah.
because now the Johnson is a bloodline, so even like, oh, the Scott type, no, Scott is a bloodline, so they'll call it the standard type.
Yeah.
AB has 2 rings, Oldie has 1, same but not same. Okay, that's fair.
That's true, CJ.
Yeah. Okay, so
Borbles have 3 also.
do they?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
4. They have the Bulldog type, they have the Mastiff type, and then they have the Houndy type.
The what type?
Houndy.
Bulldog, Mastiff, and Hound.
Mm-hmm.
But those aren't actual distinctions; they're just visual.
No, they're the distinction and the visual. You can tell, like Gia, my Borble, she's more of the Hound type. She has a much longer snout and a much longer drop of ears.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there's different
Something
types.
to learn. Yeah.
Okay.
And a dressure of the mom to my litter, her mom was a Mastiff type.
So what you're saying is, if you go to a Borble show, they show them distinctively.
No, they just show them just as Borbles, but you know the difference between the types.
Okay.
Okay. But there's
not 3 rings for each type.
No, that's not. No.
Okay.
Let's see. Megan says, talking type, I'm seeing more oldies nowadays and American Bulldogs nowadays having the same type with the no say emoji. You know what I mean?
Type-ish.
Type-ish. I don't really know.
I don't know. Dennis, what do you think about that, sir?
I think you know what it is. I think she's talking more about the ground pounders on the American Bulldog, the smaller types. Those maybe, you could pass them by as an oldie type, but I like legs on my dogs, right? And so I think that's where a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're American, kind of looks like an oldie." Well, Americans shouldn't be confused for an oldie. Americans should be American Bulldogs, and I think that's where the type resembles is the ground pounder American Bulldogs to the oldies. Because if you see my dogs, they don't look like oldies.
Yeah, that's true. You're not gonna get it twisted.
Yeah.
But then there is some,
no.
but I think too sometimes now maybe like there is some, like you said, they're going to the ground pounders, right? They're getting it like a little bit shorter and wider, and then in the EB, I feel like some of them are maybe there is some programs that are getting a little bit taller, right? So now you throw them together, and now they can see like, oh, that's that type, that's that, right? Like some confusion, but I think for the most part, it's like pretty good still distinction, right?
I just feel if you want to go smaller on the ground pounder and the American, should just go to an oldie.
And I feel if you want to go small on ground pounder of the oldie, you should just go English.
Yeah.
I say that all the time. I see a lot of people with these little bitty short oldies, and I'm like, bro, that's in English all day. I don't care. Like, it's in English. But when we're talking about types and the oldies and things like that, where she said they look more like what she said that the oldies is looking more American, I don't really see that. Like, I can, because for what I know an oldie to be, it doesn't exist right now. It doesn't. Like, you look back when the Elwood McLeese and everything, and Greg Hermes and all them, what the oldie is today, you don't have that back then. And that's when I came into this. Oldies were literally 21, 22 inches tall. Now they're literally, what, 14 to maybe 17 inches?
Not all. I want.
No, I know not all, but
not
majority.
All. I mean,
majority.
that's the beauty of the oldie is that you can kind of make your flavor.
I don't think that's the beauty of it. I think that confuses everything.
I think though that's happening with every single breed.
Yes. And I think it's a problem in all breeds. Like, you can't change what it was.
But then my thing is, people are doing F1s. Why are you doing? If it's already there, people are doing it, right? And then they're making other breeds. It's like at the end of the day, like, hey, everybody's gonna do kind of what they like, and then what's popular or what works for them.
That's the hard part. That's the thing of any breed. I think is
the reason why I did an F1. The reason why I did an F1 is because of what the oldie used to be. My point of doing an F1 was so I can get to that. Yes, I had to throw an AB in there, and I did use a heavy English type oldie. But my whole goal is to go make an English type oldie that literally fits the size of 21, 22 inches.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that 22 inches for oldie, that might be. Yes. I don't really know, but that seems.
That's what oldies
on the other side.
They were, bro. Go look at all Greg Hermes dogs. Go look at Levis dogs. Go look at Elwood McLean's dogs. Go look at all those dogs. Go look at Geronimo. Them dogs are 21, 22 inches.
Didn't they call that the Levitt's Bulldog? They were calling that a Bulldog. It wasn't a
Levitt, but you go look at this dog named Geronimo. And go look at a dog named Typhon. These dogs were literally 21, 22 inches tall. Hey, that's why I came into the game of oldie.
Hey, Robert. Hey, bro, put in the comments how tall is your boy?
Well, that's
not that he's typical, but
also
how tall is he?
Also mighty.
That's a big boy.
Also probably 23 and a half.
Yeah.
He oldie?
Yeah, he oldie. He's a big boy who passed for American.
Yeah.
And then in that terms, that's when it makes sense if you're saying AB type. Well, he's taller, right? So I can see how there could be some confusion.
22. That's what I thought. 22. Yeah.
With that dog, right? He's a good-looking dog, but I could see depending on where you take him to, they're gonna say the AB. They're gonna say, EB, right? Lee Martin said all breeds are going towards companion breeds, which that's what's happening. That's why the dogs of today don't look like the dogs of yesterday, because we don't I mean, I don't know about you. When's the last time you had to go hunt for some food?
Yeah.
We.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not working dogs no more.
Yeah.
Or have the
You
dog
need-
pull a cart
but they
with
still
delivery
need to
and
be
actually
though.
work.
But they still need to be a working dog. They
Yeah.
still need to be
hold on.
that dog.
They need to be capable.
They need to be
Yeah.
able to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a
True.
working dog.
Okay,
Hold on,
just to
a
say they
working
need to
dog
be
is.
capable, they still are working dogs. So use the word capable all you want to, but they are working dogs, period.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Working dog.
Let me explain myself. A working dog has a working temperament. It's more than just the physical part of the dog that makes it a working dog. They got that thing in them that make them don't quit. Now, a dog is capable, you know what I mean, can go out there and do it. He's not going to maybe do it as long or as whatever as a real working dog, but it's there and it could be developed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I see what
100%.
you're saying.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
I
I see.
agree.
nowadays a lot of people confuse. It might be controversial. I don't know. You guys might cancel me, kick me off. But some people confuse like working with playing. Right. Some of the stuff that the dog's doing,
Yeah.
it's not working. Bro. That's
No,
where
that's
you show the
play.
capable. But hey, man, that guy's doing the flirt pole. He's playing. You shows the drive. But I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say like, oh, he's working because
Yeah.
his job is not flirt pole. It doesn't say these dogs do flirt pole. No, they're doing
Yeah.
hunting. They're doing, that's the. And I think sometimes people are like, oh no, my dog is a working dog. Like I didn't see it do anything but play. Right, my dogs included. Right, they could hang from a spring pole,
Yeah.
which most dogs can't. Right, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, they were. That's to them. That's play. Right, they're having a fun time. And
You're
they're doing
Right.
exercising your dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
I'm
exercise.
exercising.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and on even though I have treadmills and the slap mills, well, working, there's some other dogs that they're going after and getting it.
Yeah.
They're treeing. Now, those are the kind of dogs, right? If you're treeing the raccoons and they're getting some boars,
Yeah.
it
Play
does,
What
play
about
stops
armadillos?
when it stops
yeah.
being fun. The dog loses interest. You know what I mean? Okay.
Hey, armadillos
Yeah.
don't count. Because that wasn't meant for that. That's like if your dog chases a cat. He's not out there hunting. But
Yeah.
that's what it is, and we go for like the look and that stuff, and it does change. And I think different people's programs or even where they live or their lifestyles
Yeah.
determines
But
determines
at the
that.
end of the day, is you feed the dog whatever type you like. Hey, be proud of it.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah. Put the time in
Exactly.
Yeah.
and do you.
Yeah. But I just, like I said, I think we want to breed a capable dog, but not
Yes.
necessarily a dog that requires it. I don't. Capable, yeah. And if you want to have it and you buy your puppy and you want to develop that and put into it, it's there, it'll be there. But, not a dog that can't function without it.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
you
that's true.
know,
Then you have like a liability, right? You're like, hey, this dog doesn't match my lifestyle because I'm
I
over
work.
here at Burger King and then I worked. And this dog wants to go, do a job, and the jobs we do here is kind of just play with children and
Yeah.
go for a walk and a dog show.
Yeah.
Then they're just doing backflips and you come home and your couch has a hole in it, right?
Uh-oh. Says some have forgotten the basics of the oldie free breathing, free whelping, let alone capability. It starts there and then put them to the test. Okay. That's valid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree. I agree that a lot of people have forgotten the basic of almost any breed. Of almost any breed. I think a lot of it always come down to with pet breeding and stuff like that, and babying the dogs, and we've taken away the true natural instinct of what the dog is. Like you're like, oh, we're taking everything from the dog to be able to whelp a litter, and this, that, and the third, because we're babying the dog. That's not what the dog was ever meant. Like we just still have the dog be the dog, but still be capable to be a family, and still be capable of protecting the family.
yeah. So I want to talk about something, and I'm just gonna lob it up there, and I'm gonna back away from it, and
Oh shit!
y'all can either catch it or let it blow up, whatever. You know what I mean? I want to talk about the colored American Bulldogs.
Oh shit!
Jump on it.
Okay, all right. What do you want to know about it?
Time out. What do you mean color?
Color American
Whoa,
Bulldog.
Whoa, my man.
Hold on.
brother, whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Right. They're traditionally a white dog with maybe some patches, right?
So any color?
Well, they got. Hold on. I'm gonna let the guys handle it. But traditionally, right, they're a white dog with some patches, whatever. Not very much color, but like a low percentage of color, right? Pigmentation.
Well,
And now they got them chocolate tri black, and I want to know how these guys feel about that.
Well, before you answer the question, hold on. Just know that I'm an F1 myself.
Okay. So.
Okay, I like that. Martin, Martin has entered the chat.
Hey, Cole, you should have invited Martin for this one too.
You should have said
invite Martin. Yeah, invite Martin for this one. Martin has his viewpoints of this, but me personally, I came in when I got an American Bulldogs. I was all traditional, this, that, and the third. And then once I started learning about these blues and these blacks, I was like, yo, I was trying to figure out where they come from. What was the thing? And then once I learned where they came from and what the problems were and where they were hanging to make them, as they say, I just quickly went away from it, 100%.
Give me 1 second.
Now, me, Cole, with the color, I respect it. I don't breed towards it. I could see a nice colored dog and give a compliment. I think I try to stick more to the standard of the American Bulldog just because I show dogs. I don't have nothing against them. But I stick to close to the standard. So that's me. Would I breed to a color dog? No. But doesn't mean that I won't compliment a nice, structurally colored dog.
So the colored dogs are not allowed to show?
No. So blues, chocolates, tries. Try is a new thing. That just came out.
Okay.
In my opinion, just try as an American Bulldog.
I'm not gonna
I can deal with the blue.
One.
Yeah.
I can deal with the blue. I can deal with the blue, the lilac, and the black. When you come you try me on that one. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's not an AB. Never.
Yeah, for me, I purchased a colored American Bulldog. I had a chocolate one. That dude was pretty cool. He didn't fit the program, and as I went my direction, and I seen and I read and I handled the dogs and I talked to people with the dogs, and then at one point I understood the color and what it was, and I wanted to do like two lines, like separate, like a color and then something with no color. I don't have the space or the time or the patience to do that, so I just decided that I wasn't gonna go through with it.
I show you the light.
Yeah, I talked to Dennis and I talked to some people, on both sides, and then Dennis kind of, like I said, we wouldn't mess with each other if we didn't have a lot of things in common, right? So that was something we're like, oh, you know what, I feel you on that one. And the dog that I had, he's a nice dog. We studied him out once. He has some puppies on the ground. I think now he's a grandpa. But it wasn't going to be for me for a couple reasons. But yeah, the color, I just decided no. But it is cool, and there is some some nice color dogs. Shout out to Martin, he does his thing with the color.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then that color thing gets people, and that's the thing that everybody asks, right? That's like, what about the color? And that thing gets people like crazy for the color. And you guys are on Facebook, you guys see all the Facebook and people be copy and pasting that same excerpt from 1929 and things like that. he said try did not come out. There is a try one. I seen it twice. Some people try to delete it, but they post it every once in a while. I don't know if it was an import or what, but you know, but there it was out there. So
Brandon said, "What does this breed standard say about color?"
I can tell you right now. I'm just kidding. No, it says hey, it's a no. It says no. No, it's not in there. That color is not in there. It's just white.
It's black, chocolate,
Blue,
lilac and stuff are
lilac
not
are-
acceptable. They're DQs.
Yeah.
They won't let you show them. But any
Yeah,
other
but
color,
they'll
like
let you register them, though.
reverse brindle, they're acceptable. Yeah.
Which confuses me. They're not acceptable in the ring, but they'll let them register them.
Yeah, you could register them.
Yeah, they'll take your $40 or 30, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Martin, I sent you a link, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
Martin
see.
has a
Nah, he's
color
working.
dog.
He's
He ain't-
getting
he ain't trying- he ain't
he's
trying to
getting
jump
it
on
all
it like
ready
that.
right now. Nah, he's getting all the info ready right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? There's like Martin, that dog Batman. He's a nice looking black dog, right? Like I said, I give props where props goes, and
Toy Story was nice too, or is nice too.
yeah, that's a
Oh yeah.
big sucker right there.
They're about to
Let's
see
see.
some tries right there.
Where?
What you got, Gabriel?
What's that?
What you got?
Oh no, because he went to another program, Toy Story.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Does it UKC accept Duluth?
Mm.
Good
What
question.
what registry you guys show with, or what organization? How does that work? Is it NKC or what is it?
I'm in KC and John D. Johnson.
Yeah,
I show
NKC. I've never showed NKC. I've just showed
ABA.
ABA, but the dogs are registered ABA and ABRA, and I have some NKC too. Some of them are all three. There's not really no shows over here NKC. Can you show colored in NKC? I believe so. Right? You can.
Well, isn't Alan Scott part of
Yeah.
the NKC? So I
Yeah,
think you can. Yeah.
Yeah, because they have champions some black dogs, I think.
So my question is, when I pop out with my lilac AB, where can I show them at? That's my question.
Oh man. I don't know. It's
IABA.
just,
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
He's already got it ready. He's testing the room right now. Right now, somebody's gonna come walk out the door with the big old
You want to be
lilac
an
baby
artist,
right now.
the
Yeah.
producer, all on the videos. And
Yeah, right.
Don't want them excluding color dogs.
right.
So UKC, I had to look it up. So it says any color pattern, or combination of color is acceptable, except for solid black, solid blue, merle, tricolor. A full black mask is also unacceptable.
Yeah.
So basically, blue dogs, blue. That's it. I
No, you
love
can't have blue or black.
Or chocolate.
You cannot have
What?
blue, black, or chocolate, or merle.
Or a ski mask.
it.
There you
I
go.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
You know what?
How they say
No,
it.
no
reading
shiesty.
these-
Yeah,
Hold on a
you
second.
have
Read those
everything.
again, and now
Right, there's nothing left. They're just the same right with a patch, eye patch. And
Yeah.
Bulldog.
that's it. That's how they were in the 1920s. Hey, that's it. Don't change
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah, so you could have anything you want as long as it's not that, and it's just that we have
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one left, you know.
Like,
But
here's a list.
Martin says solid blue.
Solid blue, like it's Lolo.
Or
We're
chocolate
not
color.
talking whites only pies, are we?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a little confused here.
Yeah. Okay, so still blue.
Spill blue.
What's spill blue?
You could paint your dogs.
Maybe he meant full blue. He put a question up here that I didn't want to skip over. He said, "Did Johnson not have blue brindles directly on off his yard?"
That's what I've heard. I've even seen blue brindles.
It depends who you ask, right? Yeah. And it's hard because now you're losing the people who were actually there and who really weren't there, right? Like, I was there, right? Somebody, I hope in 50 years they're gonna be talking about this and be like, I heard them saying on the podcast, you know, they talked about it, right?
Yeah. Right.
Some of us are gonna be missing. They're gonna be like, I would ask him, you know, but this guy's deaf now. I don't know, but I feel like it's that, and you know, some people that shared, you know, like, hey, programs with, right? You know about stuff, but it just depends who you ask.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to ask you guys something. Let me or if you can take a second, you guys all got your phones available, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Send me a picture of your AB that's your production that you're the most proud of, and I'm gonna put it up, and I want you guys to go through it with us.
I haven't produced an AB. It's my oldie.
Okay. We're never gonna turn down an oldie on this channel.
Linnell, you in the right place. You should feel at home right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see. I want you guys to have a chance to show whoever's watching. You know what I mean?
Hey, is Trainyard in the comments still?
I'm not sure.
Trainyard, all right. If you are Trainyard, holler at me.
There you go. Man.
I was about to send you a selfie. That's crazy.
Well, look at the muzzle on that one.
Yeah, let's say that's a big boy.
Boy's got a muzzle.
Yeah.
Tell Trainyard, don't be ducking me, Seahawks fan. Don't duck me now, baby.
Ooh.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
All right.
I gotta let these Raider fans slide. You gotta let, you know what I mean?
Oh man,
hey, you ain't gotta let us do nothing. You know how we get.
Hey, man, give my guys a break, man.
They
rough.
need it, huh?
Yeah, I pray for them every night before I go to bed.
Let's see. My messenger not coming up.
The Cowboys could use some help, so if you guys believe in, go ahead and say a prayer.
What's the score?
It was
7-6.
Yeah, 6-7-2.
Hey, keep real. Cowboys win one good game. All of a sudden, they're back in the playoffs. They're going to Super Bowl.
They won two. Two good games.
Hey, they're like dude on Major League outside the stadium. Oh no, what? Oh no.
I'm already saying it's our year. I got the it's our year starter pack on.
Ooh-wee. Let's see. Where'd my airdrop thing go?
That's crazy.
Give me 1 second. I'm about to. I should have asked for this ahead of time, but I like to keep things spicy.
Yeah.
So Dennis, no color. Gabriel's no color. Right?
Correct.
What about you, Linnell?
My dog carry color. If I'm gonna make color, it'd be made with structure first. So I'm cool with it.
Color. Mucho color.
Oh man. Hang on, let me what messenger at? 45 seconds. Oh, that's why it's open here.
Dennis the Menace.
Man, I got few shit. Here, I know which one.
I got one more. But I just
I got one I produced about.
There's your answer right there, bro.
There you go. What up, Train Yard? Hey, do the choo-choo, man. Give him a choo-choo.
Bro, give me a second. Let me
Hurry up, get on it, baby. Regulators, mount up.
He said it ain't over till it's over.
Right. I ain't hear no bell.
It ain't over till the gordita sings and she ain't saying nothing.
Hey,
come on now.
Gotta heat it up.
Yo, I got some that I produced.
I just sent it to you on that group.
I had a little bit of trouble pulling them up though. Usually I never do. Usually it's easier.
Let me know if you want me to send them somewhere else.
No, I got it on my phone. I'm trying to get it to the computer.
Why didn't you go sit your butt over there?
There you go. Sister-in-law just entered the building, yo.
Right.
That's right.
She yelling at me, my sister. Mi hermana.
All right.
Did you guys do a podcast yesterday?
Tuesday.
It's limited. All the girlfriends and wives.
No me toques, güey.
Blink twice. Blink twice if if you need help. Put in the comments.
Yeah. Let's see here.
That's crazy.
Man. We're gonna have to move on from that one. I chased that rabbit long enough. I'll figure it out another day. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay. What comes to your mind about the American Bulldog and type? What's its most important feature? What's the thing that you won't budge on?
The head, man. Come on, keep it real for me. Sorry.
One thing I won't budge on is head type in the rear. I won't budge on the head type in the rear.
Yeah.
That's
me too. I think, but for me, it's more the rear. Head type I could work with, but the rear for sure.
I like a big chest and like a big rear. Big head's cool, but you know. But
it's a complete dog.
Work with that. But
yeah, because you could have a nice barrel chest in front, and it's nice wide, and then you start going to the rear, and it starts shrinking in. You know, like a model, and you're like, oh.
Looking like Taylor Swift in the behind. Yeah.
No, we don't want
nobody wants that.
Nobody.
They got the stripper pole legs and shit.
Yeah. So the big chest, big rear.
Like Jennifer Lopez, full kids. Yeah.
Babe, if you're watching, I'm talking about dogs. I have to put that out there.
Hey, what up, Martin?
What's up, Martin?
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up?
El mesero.
What's happening?
No, I got an apron on right now. I was in the kitchen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do they split the tips with you?
No, they don't. Not when I'm back there. Hey,
they hide them.
I keep them all to myself too.
They don't want you to know that they're getting tipped out. They're like, no.
So we were talking about the colored American Bulldogs.
Yeah.
We got to hear from you.
All right. So one thing I do got to give it to these guys about them not wanting colored. I understand because someone could just add it in. You know, they could have added it in 10 years ago. And the color that I want was everything registered off of what's it called? Ellerby Champagne. It was a guy in the northeast. He was in communication with Johnson, and he said, "Hey, Johnson, I want a black dog. What do I got to do?" And he's like, "Well, you got to find a black bulldog." And Johnson called the Animal Research Foundation, whatever registry that was at the time, and told the registry, like, "Hey, register that guy's dogs for him." And that was one way the color got it added in. Like, I'm not saying like we had blue dogs from the beginning, you know, we didn't get no blue dogs from, you know, catch dogs or anything. They got added in. The issue is like, did they add them in 2005, in the year 2000? Did they add in the new genetics 20 money. I don't want that. I want the stuff that I could tell people like, hey, it was added in by this person.
You don't want the
Done.
Greyhound stuff.
Used a big black staff. No, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Used a big black staff, whatever or the 7/8 rule, like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm okay with. But if I come across, I don't want to mess with it. If I embark it and it comes back something, I'd rather not mess with it. Or if it's not nice looking, I don't want it either. It's gotta be worthwhile. It's gotta be so nice that if it was white, I would still use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that was my other one. Okay, so, and I'm glad you're here now to ask it. Is the color sacrificing size?
Okay, one more time. Color what?
I always hear people say, "Oh, color dogs, they're gonna be smaller. You're gonna lose the mass. You're gonna, you know what I mean?" Do you find that to be at all? Or
I
why do
don't.
they say that?
No, I mean maybe if there's somebody out there who has some colored dogs that happen to be small, I could understand like if they're breeding to those dogs. But I mean, I don't know any genetic link between color and size, so I'll disagree with that. It's whatever you create. I mean, Toy Story was one of the biggest dogs I ever produced. And it was full body color. So
More selection.
Everything is selection. Everything is selection and luck. You need some luck too.
Yeah, Ernest said that he does 3 Hail Marys after every breeding. I told him 6.
Oh, no. I upped it to 7.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
You can never be too sure. But yeah, I think maybe people could probably say that if they're putting color above everything, right? So then they're gonna sacrifice size and maybe some other things because they're like, hey, my whole point of this is for black, red, orange, green. So if I get this color, then the goal was met. So then there can be some. I can see that happening, but like you said, genetically, I don't think there's anything.
And then if you're just breeding for color, you really don't care what the size of the dog. You just want that color. So
yeah.
I mean, you want color and mass, bro? Holla at me, dog. You know what I mean?
Hey, you see?
There you go.
You don't got to sacrifice nothing.
Bring that lilac out.
Yeah.
I have to. IOBA, baby.
There you go.
See?
Yeah. Like I said, I've always, every time I've heard a lot of people tell me that, and it like digs at me in a special kind of way because I'm like, I think at the bottom of me, I think it's selection. I think it's, you know what I mean. If you're not picking, if you're picking based on one thing, you know what I mean. Whatever that thing is.
But
exactly.
You know what, Coach? Yeah. At the same time, like Martin said, he wants that color from that Atterby. If you get the dogs from when they infuse the Greyhound, then you're gonna see the bone, the size, and it's different.
I mean, if you look at that, that's what made Kennedy's dogs, which I'm a huge fan of. Kennedy sent dogs to. I'm pretty sure he sent some dogs to Sunshine Bulls. To
He did.
What's Mike in Holland? Michael.
Yeah, Bullforce.
Bullforce. Yeah. So I'm like, that's the stuff I like. I like color. That's and then as far as the standards, it's like, what standard are you going to?
True.
If it says solid blue, does that mean some white is okay? So if it's blue and white, it's cool, or and I don't mean in the ring, or maybe in the ring, or maybe to just register, because if Scott had all black dogs and Johnson had blue brindle, you breed those together and then line breed, you're gonna get some solid blue dogs.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, I don't know. It's definitely out of the standards. It's not something you can go in the show ring with. And I know I'm pushing outside of the show ring, which is not where brute stock is supposed to be. But I don't know. Maybe the breed is going that way, where eventually someday you'll be able to show the dogs.
Got a question here.
You
I
still
don't know
can
if
I
you
hope
show
guys.
them
so.
on the fun shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Brave. Oh,
Oh, here you
so
go.
who added
I
the
knew
great?
I
Who
knew it was
added the
gonna get fun.
Greyhound? I was waiting for it to come.
There you go.
Oh man,
Look what you did, Dennis. Look what you did.
you
Who added
didn't
the
opened up everything, boy.
who added the Greyhound? Is that what
hey,
brought Blue in?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Their stories. Some
Yes,
people confirmed
it's
it
what
where
I
it came
heard.
from, but
All right. Well,
I
not
think
throwing shade.
blue
You know,
blue was one blue I know is from Ellerby Champagne.
okay.
They said that was a pit neo mix.
But that was the infusion of
So
color you're talking about with Johnson,
correct.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that
And
was
that's the place for
hey,
we.
hey, but I'm gonna answer that question. I'm answering it.
Go for it.
So where the Greyhound was mixed into is Braveheart American Bulldogs. That's where it came from. There is literally you can still go look back at posts of a few people that literally have tested the dogs that are all Braveheart, and it was Greyhound, 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 Greyhound. And I'm gonna say that because I had two of them.
You had what? Two Braveheart dogs?
Or two
Mm-hmm.
greyhounds.
Yeah.
Two 50-50s.
Mike, I was at the racing up in
Yeah.
the back. He was having
So
race.
I had two. I had two. My first one was off of Braveheart's Picasso, which was built off of the dog Gaucho and Thug Hunt. And then I had one, the male. His name was Belial. And he was off of Meathead, which Meathead was a BMJ sub, which was off of what's his name? What's the dog's name? Cole
Wrecking Bull?
County. What's the dog's name? Wrecking Bull. The Wrecking Bull was proven to have greyhound, and I had him on my dog. And the controversy only really came up because everything hit the fan. Oh, don't worry about opening the door because I talk about this on the regular. That's why I don't mess with that blood.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think that's not a secret, right?
It's not.
No,
It's
it's
out there.
not. It's been put out there in the open. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Yeah, see,
Like
that's a
I
whole topic for a different
I
life.
won't mess with that blood today, tomorrow, last year. Never. I don't. I won't. And trade yard to tell you, I tell them that too. I don't play with that blood. I'm not bringing it in my yard. I ain't gonna breed to it. Nope, not gonna happen.
Megan says, "What do you feel was the pros and cons of that?"
I keep freezing up too. I'm a log off, but I'm gonna
Look,
keep listening.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Martin.
overall,
Well, good
the
morning.
goal, what
All
I've
right.
understood, what the goals was of it was to better the hips of the dog.
Yes.
Which I get where he was going with it, but yet you lessen some things in the dog. And then you also, because like the whole 7/8 rule was probably a thing then, but yet he didn't tell everybody and it just came out in the secret. So the pros and what he believed was to fix the hips. The cons of it was it genetically messed up a whole lot of shit.
The dogs were overheating.
You said what's the 7/8
Yeah.
rule? What's that?
7/8 rules when you can take, let's just do the Greyhound. Take the Greyhound to an American Bulldog. Then once you put that into the American Bulldog, you produce it to where it's 87.7% American Bulldog. It's considered to be 100% American Bulldog.
Oh man, I
But
was
we
told
don't.
there'd be no math.
We don't do that no more, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
All
what did
right,
they say?
it makes sense.
Hey, I
That
would
makes
have
sense.
studied. I would have studied, man. No,
What
but
is
but they don't.
SS
That's not a thing
Bulldog.
anymore, right?
Yeah, it's not a thing no more.
No,
Or is it?
it's not. And, yo, he is
So
right.
bulldogs have monster
SS
black
had some
bulldog.
nice Bulldog.
SS. What does that stand for?
Well,
Sunshine Bulls, I guess, or no? SS something else.
no,
No, it's
He said
SS
American
was an
Bulldog
American
back
breeder.
in the day.
Bulldog.
Back in the
Yeah,
day,
it's
yeah.
He was an
American
American
Bulldog.
Bulldog breeder. She had, what's his name, Roscoe or something like that. The big black and white dog. It's huge. She has some big ass dog.
Mm. So it's nothing new then.
No, it's
there.
been here.
Yeah, and I think with other breeds too, it stopped in 2008 for 7/8. Yeah, see, now it's just 6/7.
Oh
Shout out-
my
You dumb
goodness.
as hell. You dumb,
shout,
bro.
shout out to my kids.
Orale.
Hey, I'm out of here on that.
We're
Um,
gonna hashtag that.
but
No.
but yeah, I think there's been
No.
other. It's not the first breed to do that, right? I think they did other ones. I've heard like Dalmatians or some other things that they brought some other
So even on the
breeds
standards,
in.
Cole, not even because we're talking more of on the bully side, but the standards as well. That's why they look more terrier because they added pit bull and all this other stuff in it as well. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah. These breeds were being made not
yeah,
that long ago.
Yeah, and I think
So
that's a difference, right? Where like Martin said he doesn't want the new stuff, right?
yeah,
And then when they do say this is like kind of some people's argument, which makes sense when they do say like, oh, well, there was color then in the beginning. It's like, yeah, there was also probably Saint Bernard and these other dogs when they're creating that dog. So to say that, I don't think that's really valid because we know there was multiple breeds in the dog to make that, right? But if I were to take
Yeah.
one of those dogs now and they can be like, well, this used to be in the breed, like, yeah, like 70 years ago, you know? So
yeah.
doesn't add up anymore.
Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. You might be ready for this. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
I'm ready for everything. I want all the smoke. I don't even care. I'm sick and I don't even care. Let's do it. Like,
Big Joe,
what up, Rita?
What's
Yo,
going
hey,
on?
so mommy, I gotta wear glasses. I'm in my 60s now. Okay,
What
There
up,
you
Joe?
go.
wow,
What
fellas.
up, Joe?
How are
Damn,
you?
yeah. I'm glad you could join us.
yeah, they got a big crew over there.
Yeah, man. We're
There's a
talking about
bunch of us on this
about
one.
American
The bunch
Bulldog
of us on this one little screen.
Yeah,
and
right.
color and all the other stuff. So your face is a welcome. You know what I mean? This is talk to us, Joe.
What
Yeah,
up, Big Joe?
the black. There was a line, something special bulldog. Cheryl Devine out of Alabama. She had a bunch of the big, heavy bone black dogs back in the '90s. I think one of her big males was Fat Boy Slim.
oh,
That's
that's
the
right.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the one I was trying to think of.
yeah. And then Aslan, there was that 7/8 dog Aslan.
Yes.
He seen him down in Virginia at a show. And then Ellerby had some black dogs down in Pennsylvania way back. But
Yeah.
he had Champagne, a dog. I think her name was Champagne. I might be wrong. But yeah, that's what I don't know about the Greyhound. I heard that too. But I was fooling with the dog back when the Greyhound.
Cheryl will tell you.
That
I know
was
she had
happening.
good stories
I was
with,
gonna
with
say
me, though.
Cheryl will tell you everything, boy. Cheryl will put it all out there, bro.
She will. She was a tough, and she wasn't very big, but boy, she'd come right after you online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she would.
Oh yeah,
Cheryl was known to have the yammer, boy. She was at it.
yeah, she had a lot of
Yeah.
nice.
She did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you right there, Mr. Rita. Like she had a lot
Yeah.
of really nice dogs. That boy, Fat Boy Slim, the bone on him, the head on him was just crazy.
Yeah, I
Like,
noticed
if
black.
you could,
They're kind of streamlined. When you breed them, you don't get the well, they come with other things too. They come with that tight skin, that tight coat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real tight, where you see
yeah,
the much bulk. You know what I mean? So it's a trick.
Yeah. So what dogs out there today, Joe, that you like? American Bulldogs.
There's a lot.
Black dog.
Some of the dog guys you got here, their dogs. You know, the American Bulldog. You know, when you see, I really know. I don't bring a lot to the table as far as moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just remember
Right.
originally were like. There's a saying that happened to me, and I said it one time before, and I think these guys will get it. I called. This really means a lot. I called an ad one time, and it was an American Bulldogs. It was in the '80s, told the guy, and I said, I'm looking for something with a real big bully head. He says, what do you look like, a bulldog? He goes, we got working dogs. You know, we got real American bulldogs. They got super bull. And that, I mean, he said, someday I'll make $1 million, but that's not going to make it an American bulldog, you know? So it makes sense. I thought about it. What did he mean by that? You know? So the original stuff was, you know, all crossed up, you know, container blood. And then stuff today looks like it's a lot of Johnson blood. I like a lot of they're big dogs, you know. They're a lot of dogs. They're a little different, you know. They're not an oldie. They're a bigger dog.
Yeah.
And they have farm utility dogs. They were, you know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. So back in the day, did you go to Johnson's place?
He's young up. No.
No.
Met him a couple of times at a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Tried picking his brain, and he was probably in his, I don't know, late 70s then.
Oh wow.
Things, yeah. He crossed oldie in the Johnson line. Bull means queen. And there's another dog. There's bull means queen. There was another oldie. I'll think of his name that he used, and that was the machine line. They're shorter, a little bit more brolic. That's the thing with Johnson dogs, because back in the day, you can get something 28 inches, or you can get something 21 inches. It depends on what line, you know, you got it from, what you liked, you know. It really, you know, if you like a taller dog, that's the thing. You can have what you want. The thing is, people like to argue. You know, this is better, that's better, this is better. You know what I mean? It's whatever you want, whatever you want. A working dog, you want to have a dog that'll, you know, a real hardcore working dog. Shit, man, I love them too. You know, if you want an extreme dog, them too. I don't, you know, people argue which one's better, and you know, back then there was all different.
Yeah, same thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about a dog, Joe. Tell us about an old back in the day dog that still sticks out in your mind.
Yeah, well, you got to go with Mufasa. You have to go with Mufasa, man. Mufasa was a badass fucking dog. He really was. Mufasa. He was. Who else was back there? I liked his sire, Stump. You know, he was a little small though. Brahma the bull.
Okay.
But Doug Kennedy, you know, Doug Kennedy had shit too, man. You know, people don't bring his name up that often, but Doug had shit. Doug had some nice stuff. And what other dog? There was a lot of them, really. Bulldozer, a lot of you don't hear Bulldozer Bow Blood.
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit. The problem with that was, like, a couple of years, you know, the rears were a little funny. And you know, I got turned off. I don't like a bad rear either. So that kind of, but the heads were huge. Yeah.
Bulldozer Bow, huh?
Bulldozer Bow Blood. You don't hear much. There ain't much around.
Mr. Joe, did you ever see China from Bruce Williams, the Barbosa blood? China, the one he sold to
That's the blood I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the Will Barbosa had the Bulldozer Bow Blood. He was the original at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Real super bully.
Yeah.
Super bully. And when you got a good one, you got a good one.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a crack with the rear straight like that.
John said Mullins Bubba.
Yeah, Mullins Bubba, big boy, 140-pound boy, big solid white dog. Yeah, but you know who really got the dogs? Like you guys mentioned it before, you were saying, which was right. When that movie Homeward Bound came out with Chance.
Yeah.
Right, Chance, right?
Yeah.
Chance. The dogs got hot, and you know the dogs got pretty hot. But I think who made the dogs take off was Mark Landers with Mountain Gator Kennels.
Okay.
He made the dogs. He was putting good breedings together, producing a lot of crazy. That's where that Mufasa dog came down.
Where was that? What state was that?
He was in Colorado. I
Okay.
bought Crunch from him as a puppy.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the one that did the rope hang crunch.
Yeah. He ended up going to I sold him to Australia, and he started a line of hog dog hunting. He was a lot of dog, and he had a lot of drive. And,
Yeah.
He would test you, but like a stallion horse, man.
Yeah.
Some of the best horses are the stallions, the one that's got, going to test you. He's got,
True that. Yeah.
that's the kind of dog he was. He wasn't for a novice.
Yeah.
So, he'd get on a hog and he'd hang on, and he would bully as shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So, just for fits and shiggles, I want to hear the rope story.
Oh shit. Well,
We gotta get a story out of you, Joe. I can't let you get out of here without giving us a story. You can give us that one. You give us another one.
Well, no. But what happened with that was the NKC was battling. Okay, there was a kennel called Watchdog Kennel. Casey Cordier, he had a dog. Watchdog Caesar, White Fang came out of Watchdog.
Yeah.
He had a lot of Johnson Painter crosses that are in your guys' pedigrees. If you probably go back a little, quite a few generations. But the NKC, they were battling. Casey Cordier wanted the standard written for a working dog. This is really where the Y and the road went. So he had a bunch of guys that had farm utility dogs, Painter, Williamson, Scott, Margentina. There's a few lines, and these guys really were hardcore working guys. And they're like, listen, man, these dogs aren't 130 pounds. They can't work. They're unfunctionable dogs. They just can't fucking work. They're just too big. That's not what these dogs are. Then you had Mark Landers and John D. Johnson and these guys saying, we have American Bulldogs too, because Johnson had the big dogs. So they said, and the dogs can work. Mark Landers had a line of weight pulling dogs. Bam Bam and Mountain Gator Kennels was that big red and white dog. Gator Red.
Yeah, that dog's bad.
All these dogs. We had working dogs. He was weight pulling them, and they were winning. They were beating all other breeds of dogs. So you couldn't say the dogs couldn't work. But they were big, So they were battling back and forth. So the NKC at this big meeting said, listen, I'm going to give you guys 6 months. You got to get the big dogs, the bully dogs, the extreme dogs have to be able to work, because the original American Bulldog was a working breed. A farm utility dog. That's what they really were. John D made them bigger and bullier. It's a bloodline, So I had gotten Crunch, and we started they were having a weight pull competition, and all the dogs from the South were going to come. All the Alabama hog dogs that were catching hogs, Heinz Country Boy, that whole line of dogs.
Yeah.
They're down in that was down in Virginia, but they're from Alabama. They're coming in from Georgia. They're going to say, we're going to show these bully people that we're going to outwork them and this, that, the other thing. Well, this puppy Crunch, when I got him, the reason why I picked him, he was on Mark's shoe and he was tugging and he's growling, he's tugging. Mark's kicking, rolling over, he's attacking the shoe. He's like, go. And I'm like, man, this dog's got a set of balls on him. So I start training him on a rope. And he get on the rope and he just loved it. I'd have to rip him off it. So make a long story short, we drive down to they're gonna have the big hang time competition. And everybody knew that Crunch was gonna come down there, and the Alabama hog dog guys are goofing. Oh damn, this bully dog's gonna die, and he's gonna, and everybody's like, you really gonna take him in front of all these people, in front of all these dogs that 8-inch muzzles, dude? They're hog dogs, dude. Like how you? I said, listen, this is a bad motherfucker, man. This dog might do it. I said, I think he could do it. So we go down there, and it's all documented. I think there's video of it too. And then he ends up winning. So we're in line, and this redneck in front of me, he looks back at Crunch with the pushed in muzzle. He goes, "What are you gonna do with that?" And it was hot as hell too. He's gonna hang. He's gonna hang. He says, "You know who this is?" I said, "Who's that?" The dog had like 8-inch muzzle, looked like a 90-pound pit bull. He said, "Back." So who's back? He's the hardest south. The dog in front of us jumped on the rope. He jumps on the rope and he's swinging. He goes to rebite and he drops. Off. So Crunch gets up there and he hangs for like 20 minutes. Beats everybody, right?
Yeah.
So then, we're like, pretty proud of the dog. We're pretty proud that we went down. And back at the NKC at that point said, well, we got proof that these dogs could work. They're weight pullers. They won the hang time competition. So then that's why today, now I don't know if it's still like that today. I haven't been doing nothing with ABs. There was these guys would know better than me. There was 2 different classifications. There was 2 different standards.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is still today.
No, it still is. Yeah.
Okay. That's where that started.
Yeah.
Okay.
There wasn't going to be one. There was only going to be one standard of the breed. But when bullier dogs, I think that you might call them classic and standard now.
Yeah. Yes.
But that's where that came from. That from this meeting at the NKC, this meeting was when it started. They split to make everybody happy, I guess. But
that's history right there.
Damn.
That's history right there.
Yeah, I forget what
Yeah,
year.
definitely.
I love
it. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's Joe Rita right there.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know what it is? I'm just old.
One day we'll have stories like that about this.
That's why I just happened. Look, dogs were my life. Dogs were my life from I was 16 till I'm 65 now, right? Yeah. So these bulldogs, I seen what they were back then. I see what they are now. I see the transition.
Yeah.
I understand how they got to where they are, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's kind of cool, It's something that I like. But you never see me like argue on boards. I have I should even my wife. I promised my wife when I was never gonna have no dogs again because I always had 10, 15 dogs. We couldn't go on vacations. You guys know how hard it is to go on vacations. We give up a lot for these dogs.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So like a knucklehead, I went and got in my head to get a couple more dogs, right? And now I'm stuck with these 2, and I'm having fun with them. I have fun with them. But I don't do no breedings or nothing. But the history of the dogs it's pretty unique.
Yeah, them boys not gonna make you stay strong. You're gonna have to.
Yeah. Well, they knock me.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So I got protection work. Heavy's doing pretty goddamn good. I got some video of it, but the problem is, I'm afraid to show the video. You know why?
Just send it to me. I won't.
I know it is the older people. They see a dog getting at it. They're all of a sudden it's a bad temperament.
Yeah.
He's no flirt pole dog. If he sees the flirt pole, he might get your leg.
Yeah.
But I can't. Yeah, he's that way. He's got that AB. Yeah. You can see he enjoys it. But,
yeah.
Martinez, what's the AI boys?
Oh God, the AI boys. So what we did back in the day, this is AIs really weren't around. Like we were doing it in the early, pretty really was. We were doing it in the 80s. I don't know. I don't think I was doing them way back, right? And so what happened was the Alapaha Blue Bloods. You ever hear
Yeah.
of those dogs?
Yes.
The Alapahas. So I had a few dogs, and there was a guy, Cattle Rustler Kennels. I don't know if anybody Willie.
Yeah.
Heard of it.
Yeah.
California, right?
Yeah, out in Cali.
Yeah.
So I was selling him a lot of dogs, and he was mixing them in with his Alapahas. So he was breeding to Crunch. So we were doing a lot of AIs and stuff, and that's where that came from. Because he was paper hanging. I would send him the semen, and he was registering them. You know what I mean? So I didn't know what he was doing with the registry. I was just sending him red dogs and females. I'd breed them and sell them to him. And he had a dog called Willie Diesel. The Willie Diesel was off of my stuff, but he was saying it was a true Alapaha.
Mm-hmm.
So then when the word got how the word got out was he made a promo tape, an 8-track. He got me in the 8-track in the garage. I'm like, dude, like you're gonna get caught, bro. People know me. You're saying that he was calling the dog Mr. Johnson or something. Anyway, he caught himself, because I never really said nothing, So a lot of that blood was from my yard. There was Alapahas. A lot of the Alapahas today goes back to a lot of good AB, good AB blood, good AB blood. And what I'll say about oldies, and I think he's got some like the AI.
Oh shoot, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, that was us.
Oh man, I lost it.
That's all right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, hey, you know who made that?
The Jizzonators.
Stupid.
I'll tell you the story. I know. So Vito Braveheart made that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that AI boy thing. Yeah,
that was his masterpiece.
Yeah, well, he did it. It was because me and him used to go at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The boards, we used to go at it, because we like different style dogs, and we would just go at it. So he came out with that, and any little dirt he had that he thought he had, he made that me with the fucking rings on my and it was the funniest fucking thing, bro. It was funny.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, but hey, only what makes a great oldie is a great American Bulldog. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe that. You know what I mean? So my heart is American Bulldogs. My heart is American Bull because that's what I love.
Yeah.
That's why the couple like hey, these dogs I got I shouldn't have got. I shouldn't have made them. I just had it in my blood for one more time. But they're the size dog that I particularly like, but they lean more towards the AB. They're not quite as big height wise. That's why I lean that way. But yeah, I truly believe a good American Bulldog makes a great oldie.
There you go, Sam. You got some great oldies down there.
There you go.
A couple more months when break them out, we're gonna see.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And I'm late with it, but that's Crunch, right?
That's okay. Now that's where we got in trouble with this dog here. This dog was this dog that's got some bulldozer bow blood in that one there.
Oh, okay.
They were saying that it was off Willie Diesel. So that's when some guys jumped in and said, that's where that thing came out with that, with me with the rings and the sperm in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We used to
that
go
dog's leg is big as a person's leg, though.
Huh?
That dog's leg is big as a person's leg.
Yeah, that's
some people.
Yeah, he had a lot of bone, a lot of girth. Not a tall dog, he was probably somewhere in about 21 inches.
Yeah.
But he had that bulldozer bow head.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
Had like real crazy eyes too, like blue eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Heck yeah. All right. I appreciate you stopping in, Joe.
No problem, guys.
Hey, you're my man, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely. Thank you for stopping by,
Hey,
Joe.
thanks, Joe. It was a pleasure.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
appreciate it
Yeah,
all.
for sure.
All right.
Hey,
Be good.
Joe's the guy I call when I'm like, man, this dog thing kind of sometimes I'll be like, man, because it get like that sometimes. I'll call Joe, and by the time I'm off the phone, I'm like, all right, I got my
give,
ground back, I'm ready to go.
give me 2 more dogs.
Yeah,
It only matters. It matters what's at the end.
That's true.
there you
Yeah.
go.
You'll be happy if you got enjoy the dogs, because if you wait for other people to say, you'll be
Right.
100%. Yep.
you know that you have to be happy with. Enjoy the dogs. Working, I like working dogs, everything. Whatever you're into, man, let's just do it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, have fun with it. But don't take
Yeah.
it serious. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Anybody got anything else for Joe?
Yeah, I'll answer a couple
Anybody
more.
got anything else in general? Questions?
Trying to think what I could bring to the table, because see, these guys are doing their breedings now, and like I don't breedings really have a lot of table. Just went down.
Yeah.
That's all I.
No, this was cool. There's a lot of stuff you see. I see, like, on Facebook or like old videos, and they bring it up. I see your posts, and I see some dogs, and heard the story. And now, like, people talk, but we heard it. You told the story, you were there, and we were just talking about that earlier. How
we were
things happen, and we were saying, well, depends who you ask and who was there. And now, some of these people are older or not with us, and it's like, man, we have it right here, and we said,
Yeah.
50 years later down the line, we're gonna tell the story, and now we have it. It's proof this is real. So
when you were saying that, bro, I was trying hard to hold it. I'm like, come through, Joe.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the heck? How crazy is that? But no,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's what it's about, and sharing that and like that. Like you said, we all have differences of the dogs, but hey, at the end of the day, we're breeding what we like, and we're keeping it alive, and what they came from, where they're going, where we're at. So hell yeah.
Even like with the oldies, right? And like, what's his name? The black he F1s. What's his name?
Ernest.
Linnell.
Ernest, yeah. He puts his dogs together. He kind of does, like, I like F1s too, because I like a good American with a good oldie, and you can make your own line of nice bulldogs. You know what I mean? And but
I'll be honest, that means a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really do.
Like I follow him, and I see what he's doing. I could kind of sometimes you could look at breedings and you kind of read their mind, like where they're going with shit. But what I know with the oldie, and people get a little bit. You'll still today, everybody breeds back to the English Bulldogs, but the oldies, when we had them, way 80s and 90s, right? Even early on Levitt stuff. Because I bet yard, the dogs weren't real heavy English Bulldogs. They were like, 80, 90 plus pounds. They were bigger dogs. They were Hermes. I'd been to Greg's yard. Hermes dogs were monsters. I had like pure 100% Hermes dogs. You know what I mean? They feet like your hand. They're but
so let me ask you real quick. Not to cut you off. How tall were those dogs?
Hermes dogs? Now here's the thing with Hermes dogs. Breeding you got hard, because some of them, if you weren't careful, would look like a band dog. But some of them would be about 18, 19 inches tall. Here's the deal with Greg, right? Actually, he was at my house about a year ago.
I spoke to him once or twice.
Yeah, Greg's a nice guy. But back in the day, here's how it went. He'd put Now we didn't have the internet, right? So it's a little harder to do things, right? So we'd get the Bible. We call the dog roll was the Bible, right? It would come out every month, and we all, you look at you get it, and you see Greg Hermes in there with Dio. I got it on my phone. Maybe one day I'll post some of the old ads up. And he had a big 140-pound oldie, a 30-something inch head, right? He was a badass dog. So you call him up, talking about dogs. He goes, "Well, send me 2,500. I'll send you a pup." I said, "What's the mother? Could you send me a picture of the mother? Could I see like a puppy?" No, I don't send pictures. Send the 2,500. Now 2,500 in the 80s and early 90s is a lot of fucking money. Still a lot of money, right? Yeah.
Yeah, my family rode around $1,000 cars in the 80s and 90s, so 2,500, yeah.
Yeah, where's the dogs?
Yeah.
He would say to me, or say to anybody, not just me, he would say, "I don't send pictures, bro. Send me the money, I'll send you the dog." And that was the problem, right? You'd have to go down there and you'd have to hand pick your dog. You'd have to so if you send them the money, some people did. They said, "Oh, I'm gonna get something off deal." They get it. It turned out like a band dog, right? Tall. But there was a lady called Crossbow Kennels. She would go to Greg's yard and pick everything, and we'd go through her. We would go through her to get the dogs, and she'd bring us stuff back that's like $110, maybe 19 inches, 27 heads. But that's how you had to get them from the Hermie. But that's how big. They were 22 inches, 21 inches. We had big dogs, but that's what they were back then. So then we crossed the Hermes with the Levitt. Then I had a Georgia Giant line. We'd cross mine into it. And we were making all these craziest things. Big apple cheeks, big, just real crazy looking dogs. And then over the years, okay, that's going back. That's what they were, That's what they were. You had Levitt, you had Hermes, then you had a few other people doing their own thing, right? So none of these dogs look like English Bulldogs. Okay, here's what happened. People can say what they want, but I've seen it happen. English Bulldogs always sold for a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what the oldie people figured, let's make these things look like an English Bulldog so we can get $2,000, $2,500 and sell them as Bulldog puppies. And people think they're getting English, but they're really getting an Old English. So they kept crossing into English. They would take an American Bulldog to an English Bulldog, keep the females, breed back to an English Bulldog. So now you got 3/4 English Bulldogs. A lot of times you'll still get screw tails. Sometimes you had to cut them. And they would sell them dogs just like that as English Bulldogs. But really what they were they wanted to make the oldies real heavy English to get more money. Even today, if you go on Puppy Find today and you look up oldies, you're going to see oldie English crosses. This is going back 25, 30 years. Not saying that all oldies, everybody's doing that today, but that's why you'll see a lot of the dogs look heavy English Bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still a path to a good bit of money.
Huh?
It's still a path to the money.
But what he said,
yeah,
what
that's
you said right there, Rita, what you said right there.
Yeah.
This is one thing I always say. You can ask Dennis all day long. The way you make it oldie is English to AB. All day long.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, but then we'll go back to another EB with it. And
you don't want to go back.
Yeah, well, that's what they see. Where the money was, where the money was the mommy and the 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
The mommy and the 3 kids come. If you come walking out of there with, just say like we like a dog I like and you guys like now the mommy and the 3 kids. I've had a lady come here one time.
Mm-hmm.
I come walking down with concrete and the lady, she jumps back in the fucking car. Like, oh, that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get it. I know what they're looking for. They're looking
Yeah.
for English Bulldog style dog.
Yeah.
Teeth stick, heavy wrinkle, short, fat legs. But that's not what I like. Right.
Right.
But the whole thing is what transitioned the dogs from the original what people did, like the Levitt, and you got to give Levitt credit. What he was doing with the dog, what the function was with the dog, right? How did it get to the transition through the years? Not that the transition's good, because who the hell am I to say? Not that the transition is good, bad, or indifferent, but I was able to see the transition throughout the decades.
Yeah.
It's kind of, and why it transitioned the way it did. It was financial. A lot of everybody thought Bully was better, right? And sometimes you cross the line. Like you guys were saying before, which I was impressed. You were saying I could work with the head, but I gotta have the rear. And with that mindset, you're prioritizing the function of the dog. You could always get the head to a degree. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You'll hear a lot of people say, you gotta have type and then work on everything else. It's a legit thing too. You know what I mean? But that's what happened with the oldies, and that's why you don't see them. I was saying before, you don't see the big ones like you did years ago, and that's one of the reasons they put a lot of emphasis on the bulliness of the dogs.
Mm.
But it's hard to talk like this because you think you're you're bashing the breed.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Yeah.
I like to, because the only thing I bring to the table at my age dealing with the dogs is what I see happen. What's going to go on from the further or what's going on now, I have nothing to do with it. Because like I said, I don't have any females. I just got these two knuckleheads in the back that drive me fucking crazy. I have fun with them. But it's the transition from American Bulldogs has a transition. The oldies had a the Lapa, all these breeds, they end up where they end up. But it's kind of intriguing to know how they get here.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can learn from that. And either if you want to go back to that or away from it, hell yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And all these bully, the American
But
bully.
hold on, Joe. I do got it on one thing, on one little. You do have a little bit of say in how things are going now. Still,
Well, not
I mean, you got two boys, but I mean, they're making a difference. They're putting
well.
they're putting puppies in key places where people can, you know what I mean.
Well,
So
the thing is that style dog really. I don't know if it existed or didn't exist. I like them. The style dog that I like. Now, so now it just gives another person, hey, these dogs are a little different than the regular oldies, right? They look more American. They look American, and I wouldn't say American. They're kind of short, but they have a different look. So it gives people that like that look an opportunity. Say, hey,
yeah,
I like that. I like the apple cheeks, the top skull. That I like the big monster head. I like the big wide shoulders. If they like that style, it's another option. It's another bullet in your belt.
Yep.
If you decide that, look, I like a dog with a straighter front, I'm down with that. I'm cool. You know what I mean? That's your style. Rock it.
right.
You know what I mean? This style is what I like. And I think there's a few people that like that. So I've had good luck with them as far as people. But like I say, they're really just my pets. If somebody wanted to breed to them, I have no problem doing it. But they're really just my pets because I wanted that style dog. Not that it's better than, not that style is better than an American Bulldog. This style's better than a generational oldie because they're not. There's just a different style.
Yeah. But you're feeding it. You're cleaning the kennel. That's it's your prerogative.
Yeah, my heart is with American Bulldogs because that's kind of the dog that I really like the best. They fit the bill. They fit the bill. You know, but they transitioned they transitioned from the original Dozer Ruby stuff from John D that Mark Landers had. You guys ever hear of the Mega Bulldogs? Mega 50 in them?
Yes.
Yeah. I sold them the mother to 50 and stuff.
Ruby, Foxy Ruby.
Well, there was a dog called well, I named her. He kept her name Too Hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know about Too Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold him Too Hot. Because he was going to do big things with her, which he did big thing, and I wasn't reading in that direction. I was taking some other stuff that I didn't think it was going to click, and he was a good dude, Mega Bull. So he ended up doing a lot better with her than I would have been able to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's something new I learned.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah. That whole line came off. That's all that Mufasa blood.
Yeah.
Mufasa was I had one of the first Mufasa sons. He was off of his name was Paid.
Mm.
And then I had a couple of daughters from, and I knew he was going to get hot. He actually looks a little bit like my dog Heavy, but not quite extreme.
Okay.
A little bit, kind of like Concrete's head on Heavy's body, you know, pretty close, not identical, but he kind of gets you into that real muscular, real athletic. But I think Mufasa had my boy beat. He just had a little bit. He just had real crazy muscle, man. He had back legs. He had back legs like fucking basketballs.
Hey.
That's crazy. I don't know how.
That is, yeah.
He had huge. I mean, he was muscled up boy, and he threw a lot of crazy too. If you bred him,
Yeah.
Yeah, fossils. But yeah, that was like the back. I thought he was probably the best I've ever seen.
It's basically 10:45 here, man. I got dogs to tend to, puppies to feed.
Yeah.
You need some IV too.
Bro, I'm so for real.
Take some Dayquil.
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
I'm fighting through it, just trying to hold myself up over here too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Get some rest, bro.
We'll check on you.
Man, I'll get with y'all. Hey, Rita, again, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the words. I'll keep pushing and doing what I'm doing, my man.
Yep.
Hey, Sykes brothers, thank you for having all three of us on here. It was really enjoyed. Dennis and Gam, y'all know y'all my boys, and I love y'all every day. Man, I'll see y'all.
All right.
No doubt.
Take it easy, man.
Later.
No doubt.
Yeah. All right. Got a comment on here for you, Joe. Said, look at this goes back to what we're talking about your boys making an impact. Said, look at the heavy breeding with bodybuilders.
Yeah.
With the big eyes.
That's right.
Yeah.
He did a nice breeding. I'm curious to see what you guys are gonna get off of Concrete.
That's what I was gonna say right now. Wait till Sam comes out with his dogs. Yeah.
What's that gonna be like?
Yeah,
it's gonna be that old school gorilla stuff Joe be talking about.
There you go. That's what's up.
You know, these AV guys will tell you what at 7 months. Don't even look at them. Just feed them because they can.
Yep.
Right.
That's true.
That's what I say. I'm gonna pop out in a little while. We're gonna see. Just
leave the food out there for them.
Don't even look at them. You got to wait them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beast is in November. Be about time to pull one out.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So. Yeah, like I said, Joe. I appreciate you, Joe.
All right, guys. Listen.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Joe.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
All right, y'all got any other pressing business?
No, I think we're good. You know, if there's any questions out there that they want us to answer, you know.
Yeah, they can shoot them on the messages.
Yeah,
for sure. No, this was good, man. That was cool. This was a good time.
Remember, anybody that watches, that tunes into this stuff regularly, Let Loose is on Wednesday nights at 8.
Yes, sir.
I hurry home from church every Wednesday to try to, you know what I mean? I always miss the first little bit, but I catch up with y'all.
It's all right because I know Gabriel will be late, so you know we start a little bit late.
I do it for you guys. I do it for the people. You know, I do it for the people. You know, I got you guys.
Trick love the kids.
Yeah,
There you go.
Right.
exactly.
You
All
gotta
right,
get people
fellas.
what they want.
I appreciate it, and we'll do it again.
All
All right,
right,
for
for
sure.
sure, man.
Cole. Thank you, Sam
All right,
and Cole,
thank
for
you.
having
Yes,
us.
sir.
Y'all have
Thanks,
a good one.
everyone.
All
All right,
right.
we'll see you. Good night.
All right, later.